You come up here too. Okay, stand there. Get the hair out of your face. Okay. You guys smile. What, honey? Here we go. And are we ready?
Oh gosh, we love our students. They're great.
Praise for the morning, praise for them springing, rest from the word.
In 1866, 8 Sisters of St. Joseph from the Puy, France, headed to St. Augustine, Florida. Soon after they came, classes began in November, and along with the Irish Sisters of Mercy, the Franciscans, and the Dominicans, the Catholic school system was truly founded. From those small beginnings, we now teach more than 10,000 Catholic students.
I'm so blessed to be a part of the proud and eventful history of the Diocese of St. Augustine, where Catholic education began in Florida. Nearly 150 years later, our schools offer a pre-K through grade 12 education steeped in Christian values and nurtures every child.
I think that what you see in the Catholic schools is an expectation that every child is important, and regardless of how they learn, we are going to figure out how to meet their needs.
I get excited when I talk to other parents about my daughter going to Catholic high school. She's successful. She's gonna be successful. And the shared experiences that we have, I can't imagine getting them anywhere else.
The main difference between a Catholic education and a traditional education is the holistic approach to developing the student. When we look at a traditional school, what we're doing is we're working on them physically and athletics and things of that nature, and mentally through their academics. And in the Catholic school system, there's that equally important component of the spiritual development. Ultimately, it forces them to think differently and to kind of question a lot of the things that are out there and kind of form their own opinions.
I want my child to be the best child that he could be, to be the best person and to be what God wanted him to be. And I feel like being here at a Catholic school, that's the best way that he will achieve that goal.
The Diocese of St. Augustine works very hard to make sure that the principals, the teachers, everyone collaborates to understand what curriculum is needed in order for the students to be successful. And then the teachers go back and implement that into their classrooms.
And the focus has really changed from teaching to learning.
874 pounds.
There are a lot more project-based opportunities for them to demonstrate what they've learned.
And it'll puff itself up to try to make itself look big and tough.
They still have the traditional paper pencil tests and have to memorize certain things.
What is this? Come on, you guys.
And the learning is taking place, the achievement is happening. We can see that in the test scores.
We're going to ask you about parts of the book. What's that thing called that we scan? Ooh, we got a ooh. Because every book has an address. And we don't want to have our book go to the wrong address, just like we don't want you to go to the wrong address.
The Catholic classrooms today are very innovative.
My daughter's going to be prepared for the opportunities in the 21st century because of the technology that they use to challenge the students.
I always have to start with the digestive system.
We have computer labs that the students can access during the day. Some teachers use them as a center in the classroom.
Below the skull, that's where the neck will be, but then below the neck, this would be where the rib cage would be. The skeletal system holds you up so you're not flopping around everywhere.
Fantastic, good job, Mark.
The pre-K program, the students are very active in the classroom. It's a lot more creative thinking.
Asking you to please come out so we can play with
When Joe entered the pre-K program, he was rather shy and kept to himself. His pre-K teacher took him under her wing and just developed his social skills. And when he was finished, he was confident. I think because of the environment that he was in, he felt like home. And I attribute that to the teacher.
In our Catholic schools, we have so many innovative teachers who push the envelope every single day.
They're going to do Chinese for you, all right? This is pre-K doing Chinese. Would you like to start us?
Athletics is an important part in a school. Sports is a great outlet for students.
Yeah, I was a big basketball buff. Holy moly. If I wasn't in class, I was on the basketball court. I remember actually I used to, I hope the principal wasn't around, but I used to skip out on lunch and some of the other kind of optional things, get done with that early just so I could go into the basketball court and work on my game.
Athletics itself is a life lesson.
1, 2, 3! Nice!
You learn sportsmanship and fair play, how to win, how to lose, how to get along with each other, hopefully, and just get some exercise.
There's going to be opportunities for just about everybody. You don't have to be a jock, you don't have to be an athlete, you don't have to be the smartest kid, you don't have to be anything. You know, there's all sorts of clubs that you can be involved in.
The relationships that you build, the experiences that you get from outside the classroom activities are so important. Always something going on.
There needs to be drama programs, there needs to be music programs. All of those things are important to address the whole child.
In every instance, we have a lot of different ways that we bring out the arts. Today we celebrated Art Fest. All of the arts and crafts for the country of Spain. And the kids absolutely love it.
The discipline that's in the Catholic school is good discipline. It's positive reinforcement.
We model for them how we're supposed to come to the table and work out our conflicts.
We try very hard to make sure that they understand that kindness and how they treat one another can make a huge difference in their future.
And we begin by teaching them that they are children of God and that they're loved and that their choices have consequences, both some good and some maybe not so good. That everyone makes mistakes and learning from those. And I think that that frames the discipline from the very beginning. The kids are taught that they're responsible for their choices and for their actions.
We really try to buddy up our older middle school students with our elementary level students. Catholic schools are special because we have preschool all the way through 8th grade. And what great role models those middle schoolers can be to our youngest children. They learn that leadership by modeling good behavior and good reading and, you know, good character to those young students. And it really is a special bond.
We wanted our children to attend a Catholic school because we felt they would get the best education that they could possibly get. Their spiritual needs as well.
In my experience at the time at Bishop Kenny, both being able to attend Mass with my classmates and learning about the whole, Catholic experience, it was something that has certainly benefited me and continued on into my college education as well.
The children in our Catholic schools who are not Catholic participate to their level of comfort, and it teaches everybody to learn more about each other and to know that we are all children of God and we're all very important.
I believe till this day that, my Catholic education in the sciences and, in the other areas was very well rounded. When I came to the university, I was a lot more prepared, I would say, than a lot of my peers.
Oh, we are very proud of all of our graduates.
99% of our kids are going to go on to college.
We hear back that they're doing very well where they are.
We try very hard to remind them that they are first citizens of the world.
So last year I was inducted into the University of Florida's Hall of Fame.
To give of themselves.
Due to my founding of the Young Achievers Foundation, I've been able to work to erase so many educational disparities. People like Tim Tebow was inducted. It's the highest honor that the university can bestow on a student. So it was certainly something that I was kind of humbled and excited to receive.
I think it goes back to that mission and philosophy of believing that each one of these kids is uniquely created by God and they have a potential for learning and for success in the classroom, and ultimately it's tied to their happiness in their life.
Never too young to preach the gospel, never too young to bring good news, never too young to work for justice, never too young to be God's light. We are never too young to witness, we are never too young to be disciples of our Lord. We are never too young.
Catholic education develops all the gifts of your children. You provide them with the tools to be successful and to make a difference in the world. You make a sacrifice in sending them to our schools. But you know what? You will be glad of making this sacrifice because you will see the good impact of Catholic education in their life.